Hey everybody, it's Jess here with Blush Jess. This is my husband David.
Hey guys.
This is my best friend Jen, joining us from Texas. She's back. We're all back together. Sorry we missed last week.
Best buddies back in action.
Jen couldn't make it last week, and we had a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
And so we just were like, you know what? Let's just postpone it and come back tonight. So we're all back together. And first of all, I just want to say we're not on any specific diet. We're all just trying to eat smaller portions, drink our waters, you know, eat the foods that, you know,
we love in moderation,
but also eat, you know, lots of fruits and vegetables and healthy foods and stuff like that too. So I think David is going to go first and tell us how
I'll go first this time. So we've missed last week, so we're doing this as a cumulative thing.
So from 2 weeks ago.
So
we did weigh in last week, but I didn't write it down, so we're not 100% on the numbers.
So 2 weeks ago, I weighed in at 260.5. And 2 weeks later today, I'm weighing in at 261.5. So I'm up 1 pound in 2 weeks. I can attribute this to a lot of things. There were several days that I was very, very busy and did not get a water refill, and that's on me. And then there were a few days that I should have made better choices, especially with drinking at a restaurant. I should have gotten water or something unsweet, and I did not feel like it that day. And that's going to be a trend you're going to hear, I think, in the video today, is we know what to do. We just did not want to do it. Yeah. And so all those decisions made. Yeah, all of that. And just FYI, guys, if you've seen the video that came out on Sunday, the M&Ms didn't have much to do with it. We did eat a pretty good handful of M&Ms, but that was not the issue. We were already up. I was already up before any of that took place, simply because I just
if you ever want to like break a habit like eating M&Ms, just have like a bunch of different ones on the same night. Yeah. Like I don't want to see another M&M from.
I haven't eaten M&Ms since we did that video because I'm still sick of them. It wasn't even
like that we ate a ton of them because we only had like 1 or 2 of each one.
Yeah, but 1 or 2 of each one times. Whatever video
like
we ate probably 25, 30 each, and so we're done with them.
Yeah,
so
it was too much. It was way too much.
Jessica?
Okay, so I don't want to gross anyone out, but I feel like I have to say this all the time. It's every month, but it feels like I say it all the time. It's that time of the month, and here we go. I know nobody wants to hear it. But most of the people that watch are girls. Stop. It's natural.
I'm just kidding. I live with you. So. And
it affects the scale. Yeah. So I don't know.
Me too.
It affects your scale. Probably because I'm just like, rah. No. I don't know.
Rah, I'm gonna go eat.
I don't know. Like I just feel bloated and all that. So last 2 weeks ago, I don't even know. I have it written down. 228.1, I think, or 2.2. Nope, 228.5. And then this week I was 230.1. So I'm up like 1.9. No,
1.6 pounds.
1.6 pounds. Last week, I remember I was right around the same. Like I don't know if it was plus or minus just a little bit. So it's right around the same last week. And then this week I'm up.
I'm taking comfort in that it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel discouraged. Like I feel like the motivation that I had for a while this year, 2018, it has just gone. Like I'll do really good for like a few days out of the week, and then I feel like I kind of sabotage myself and like eat things I know I shouldn't. And I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't think it's the plan's fault. And a lot of times when I get like this, I feel like we all get like this at different times. And a lot of times when this happens, I'm like, oh, I need to change the plan I'm on. I need to do something drastic. I need to, you know, start drinking shakes every morning and cutting out like all this food and going on to like 1,000 calories a day or whatever. And it's really tempting to do that.
But that's not the answer.
I don't think that's the answer because I feel like it's not the food, it's not the plan's fault. I'm just not following the plan, and I don't think I'll be able to follow anything right now. The motivation, I've had trouble, and this is just being honest. It's not easy to get on camera and say this. I just have had a hard time, and I've really been comparing myself to others, especially here on YouTube. There are some people here on YouTube that are killing it. I mean, seriously, they're losing so much weight, and they're just motivated, and they're on fire, and I watch them, and I'm like, how come I can't be like that? You know, like there's so many areas in my life where if I put my mind to it, like I can do it. You know, I can really just do it. But with this, I feel like there's some times where I'm trying so hard and then I just screw it up. And I'm like, what did I do that for? Why did I just eat that? Like I didn't even want it. It just was like a emotional thing. So
have you seen your life?
I know, but it's like there hasn't been any one thing that's been stressful. We've been very busy, and there's lots of little things, I guess.
When you're busy, the little things seem big.
Yeah.
So they stress you out more than they should.
So I don't know. I really want to find that motivation again. And Jess, and I told David, we were talking about that tonight. We're like, we know that when we're doing this right, and we're eating when we're hungry, and we're stopping when we're full. I feel like we've just been lax with that. Like, you know, if I have a little bit left, I don't want to stop, and so I just finish it. Or, you know, I'm getting a snack when I'm not really hungry, but I just feel like I want to eat something.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm not being super strict with that. So I'm trying to give myself some grace and realize the number on the scale does not define me. It is something that I want to do better, and I want to change, and I want to, you know, be a better example for my kids, and just to be healthier and to feel better, because I do feel better when I lose weight and, you know, get moving and all that, and have extra energy, and I just haven't had that.
Right.
But at the same time, beating myself up and saying like, you are a failure, what's wrong with you? That doesn't help anything either, because usually when I super focus on that number and I like hold on tight to it,
yeah,
I usually eat more, and so the scale goes up further.
My Father God does not talk that way.
Yeah, and I feel like I need to be gentle with myself, like He is gentle with me, and you know, not that that's an excuse to just do whatever I want.
No, he does not tolerate excuses.
But I've got to do better. I've got to do better.
Hashtag follow the plan.
I've got to do the plan.
Yeah,
and I've got to wait for hunger. Stop when I'm full.
Drink water when you feel hungry.
Yes. All the things we know to do, and I have just kind of, and it's not like I don't ever do it. There's some days I do really good. But then there's some days where I sabotage all the work I did.
Yeah.
So.
For me, it's water and eating in between meals. I gotta quit.
The snacks get me. And I told you guys, the last video, I said, I just want to eat meals. I want to eat at the table. I don't want to snack. And I did that for some days, and then I didn't do that for some days. And the days that I had snacks, I definitely felt worse.
See, and I have a bad habit. When I don't eat everything she puts in my lunch, the whatever left over granola bar or popcorn bag or whatever, I put it in my desk. Well, then if I feel snacky, I've got stuff
right
there.
So
I've got to stop. I've got to stop. Either eat it all at lunch or
bring it home.
Or here's an idea: have willpower, and then if you really are hungry, then grab one.
But it's hard. It's when it's right there. It's really hard.
Convenience is what leads to complacency.
Yes. Okay. So we just talked and Jen hasn't got a word in. So let's hear.
Ginger, go ahead.
So epic fail for me the last 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I don't have any numbers to report to you guys because last week, well, I just forgot to weigh myself that morning, and then I went out of town that day. And this morning, I was really good, and I thought about it, and I stepped on the scale, and the batteries were dead. And they're like those little round batteries.
Yes, that you never have. Yeah.
Give us a guesstimate.
I pretty much guaranteeing I'm up a couple of pounds for the simple fact that I've noticed in like the thigh part and the waist part of my jeans, they're feeling a little snugger.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not too small, but they're definitely feeling more snug than they were. I don't have quite the energy that I had. I'm feeling a little more sluggish. And so I'm pretty certain that I'm up a little bit. Honestly, I just flat out fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
It's been hard because, first of all, we are eating out so much lately. Well, obviously, with all the traveling I'm doing. I mean, I'm in Houston again this week. This is the third week in a row that I have left on Tuesday, and I won't get back till the end of the week.
She's been traveling so much. I can't even imagine how hard it must be. Yeah.
So, you know, that, and then even when I get home, you know, it's like, oh, Mom's home, like, let's go out. And, you know, it's just been the easiest thing, and no excuses, but we have been eating out a ton.
Yeah.
The other thing is honestly a lot of stress eating, snacking late, eating when I'm not hungry, because don't get me wrong, I really do love this job, but it's just getting into this new stage of our life. You know, both of us having new jobs.
Yes.
And so I'm eating those emotions, basically.
You're still in the adjustment period.
Well, transition seasons of life are hard. They are hard.
Very.
Yeah, change is not easy. No matter if it's a good change or whatever, it's still hard.
Any break in routine brings.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah.
And it's just stressful because I feel like I'm still in the prove myself phase.
Right.
You know, I'm not at the point when I have this job when it's just kind of, I've gotten it down. And,
right. You're still learning it and figuring it out and all that too. Yeah.
Who do you have to prove to?
Also.
Everyone.
So who do you have to prove things to? God's opinion's the only one that matters.
Myself.
I know. That we're our worst critics.
My great grandfather always used to say from the pulpit, "My worst enemy is the man I shave every day."
Yeah.
It's so true.
And I feel like that, like, I always feel bad about coming on here and telling you guys, like, I gained. And I imagine, like, all of you, like, giving me a thumbs down and being like, you stink, you know? And everybody's always so nice and encouraging. And I beat myself up, you know? And if only I could treat myself as nice as all of you treat us, you know, this... Again, we're all trying to do better, but the scale and what we eat do not define us. And all we can do is just start over. What happened this last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever, nothing we can do now is going to change what already happened. All we can do is try to move forward and do better. So all that guilt and all of that doesn't help you at all.
Nope.
So, okay, so we're all going to do what to help this situation?
Stop eating between meals and drink more water. That's what I've got to do. I know that's what I have to do. I just got to do it. And make better choices when you do eat.
My thing is going to be portion control. Going back to serving myself even smaller portions than I am now. And then if I'm still hungry, I can get a little bit more. It's really hard for me to stop eating when it's already on my plate.
Yeah.
And then just... Again,
that comes from our upbringing. You better clean your plate.
I don't know, but it's also
that's where mine
the
comes
fact
from.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's really good. It's right there. And it takes, somebody posted on the last video, I forget who it was. I'm sorry, it's been too many weeks ago, but they were talking about how the more stuff they make from scratch, like instead of having, not make from scratch, but something that you have to prepare, like say you like chips and salsa. Well, if you know that you have to like get the flour or get the corn tortillas and bake them in the oven before you have them, it's like one more step. You know, it's not just like a bag you can reach in and grab. So I'm really trying to do that. Like, buy stuff that I enjoy, but maybe it takes me a couple minutes to prepare it.
Yeah. And
that way I kind of have to think about it. And I think that's a good plan. But anyway, just portion control and going back to listening to Hunger and Fullness even more is kind of what I'm going to focus on.
What's the plan, Jen?
Honestly, for me, I feel like I need to do a total reset. I feel like I need to go back to when I started this journey, and I was counting calories then, which I'm not necessarily going to do that, but I think I need to take the foods that I know are like weaknesses for me and just stay away from them completely right now.
Yeah.
Because that's tough for me.
Detox.
And then just, I don't know, it's hard. Drinking more water.
I know, we always say that, but
water
it's like
flavoring
no
is
fun.
the key for
I'm
me.
sitting here downing a Diet Coke because my throat hurts so bad. The allergies have not helped. Like our whole, like even our breezeway in our apartment is just yellow from the pollen.
It's terrible.
Oh, it's just horrible. So my throat is like so dry. But I've been drinking a lot of water too. It's just, I don't know. Water is just not fun. I want it to be more fun than it is.
I think another thing for me is I really want to start exercising again. You know, I had a gym membership before and was doing really well with that for several months. And honestly, it made me feel better. I hated going to the gym. Honestly, I hate going to the gym.
Yes.
I hate working out, but I would make myself and I would feel so much better after.
Yeah.
I canceled my membership when I got this job because I'm like, well, I'll be traveling a lot. And of course, the excuse was, well, there's workout facilities at the hotels, which is legit. And I'm not going to get the gym membership again. However,
I know. Who wants to do that? I know.
Part of what I've been doing is intentionally when I pack, I don't pack workout clothes. Because then, well, I can't work out if I don't have workout clothes.
Exactly. Yes.
So I did bring some this time, and I'm going to make myself do it. First of all, I think more has to do with what you eat personally.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. The diet's everything.
Yeah.
But but I do think the working out helped me to feel better and also helped me to stay on track.
Well, and like working out for me, and I was thinking the same thing, and I don't have a gym membership either, and I didn't like the time away I had to, when I would have to leave him at night and stuff with the kids. I felt like I was missing out on family time, but I felt mentally better when I was working out. Like I just felt clearer. I had more energy.
That's always true.
And so I was thinking that too, even though I don't really want to join the gym right now again. Maybe I could like put on an exercise tape or do something like that. Like maybe during the morning.
Especially when both kids are in school.
Yeah. One in like that's like though in like 4 or 5 months from now, or I don't know how many months, August. So
4 months.
4 months from now. But yeah, I think that even though it might not, I didn't even notice any like decrease in weight from exercising really.
But you feel better.
But I felt better, and it was like more of a energy boosting kind of thing.
If you feel better, you make better choices.
I need to just make myself do it. Do a tape, walk around the block, do something, even if it's not a lot. I think it would help.
What if you guys did, I'm just saying this because this was a thought I had for us. What if you guys did like family walks a couple times a week or something?
Yeah, totally. And we have this park that has a track, and we've done that several times.
It just takes a while to get there. Yeah.
So I want to look around and see if maybe we can find something closer. Because if we could find something like that was really close.
I'm believing God's going to give us a house in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we can then walk in the neighborhood.
That'd be awesome. Our neighborhood in Texas was perfect. I used to walk all the time. But yeah, Nate and Lucy love doing that, and it wears them out too, but we've got to find somewhere closer. But the track is really nice when we can do it. Okay.
So we teased this in one of our previous videos.
Long, so we're going to have to make this short.
So we're going to have to make this short. I can forego the trivia question tonight because I would much rather these two pretty ladies tell the story that probably really defined and is a great illustration of their friendship, and that they can do anything together and find the joy in it, no matter how crazy it is. And so, ladies, please set up the story.
So we went to this ladies retreat, and it was like at a, what was it, like a, I don't know the name of it, like a,
it was like a camp
yeah, like where you would go like have camps and stuff. Yeah. And so there was different activities that we could do before the actual services started. It was like on this really pretty lake. I mean, it was gorgeous. They had zip lining, which I was too chicken to do, but Jen totally did it. And so
how was that, Jen?
It was awesome.
That was so crazy. I mean, it was like serious. Oh my gosh. I could have never done that. I would have like, you would have had to kill me and then drag me up there. But before all that, there was like canoes that you could get on. Now, there was no one like helping people into the canoes. No. There was just canoes out there.
Where's the video camera?
Why was I not vlogging?
We got over there as a group was leaving. So it's just her and I.
Yes.
Only her and
so we're thinking like, I remember us being like, how are we even going to get in this? Because like, there's no one to steady it. Like we're trying to get in the canoe. And so we think, I have on these like boots that I'm thinking, I don't want to get these wet. I do not want to get these wet and have wet shoes.
I have shoes on.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want to get these wet and be like sloshing around in my shoes all day. So we take our shoes off and leave them on the bank. So now we're in our socks trying to get in the canoe. And I don't even remember how we got in the canoe.
No, you know what? I think somebody from the group helped us in.
They were like getting, I think they were getting out of one.
So they held it steady for y'all to climb in.
So we got in.
And then they left.
And then they left us. So we're kind of like out there by ourselves. Yeah. And we don't know anything about steering, obviously.
Should have called me.
Well, we thought, like, I remember not thinking it was a big deal. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, oh, you just, like, use a little paddle or whatever. And so we're just rowing, and Jen is, like, taking video. And we're like, this is so pretty. And we noticed that we're getting closer and closer to, like, these trees.
Bank on the other side.
Yeah, it was like a bank with like branches like hanging out. And I remember like we're getting closer to it and closer to it. And I'm thinking like, okay, we've got to turn around. And we couldn't turn around or we couldn't stop. Like the momentum. We were trying really hard, and we just totally like ran right into, we had like branches in our face. like all over. I was in the front, so I really got it. And we were laughing so hard. We could not even breathe. It was so funny. So we finally got out of that.
Jen, pipe in here. What was your perspective in the back?
No, I was going to say, so we hit the bank. We actually hit the bank with so
that's
we're
what stopped us.
off the bank with our little oars and trying to move around. And this is the point. There's literally branches. Just imagine, like, just doing this on our.
And we're laughing so hard we can't even talk. Like, there's no even working together talking because
That's
we're
the
just
best
laughing.
laughter in the world.
Yes. So we push off with our oars. That's right. We push off the bank and we kind of figured it out after that. But then we realized we've got to somehow get out. And there's no one. Like, there's no one. And we're in socks. And so.
Now we're falling into the closed all.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, we have an outfit for tomorrow, but
just to add to it, there was someone who fell in earlier.
and I remember us laughing so hard about that. Like, who could fall in?
Yeah, we knew it was a possibility.
Yeah, so then it took us a while to kind of maneuver the canoe to where we could.
Should have called me.
Well, I don't think we had a phone or anything. I don't even think there was service or anything with it. So we kind of maneuver
So you get the canoe back to the dock?
We got the canoe back to the dock, and then we're trying to figure out, like, if we step off, it's gonna tip over. But there's no one to help us, and so we were just like, how are we gonna? Yeah. So how are we gonna get out? So didn't I get out first? I got out first,
That's
and
what
I
you're
think
supposed to do.
you ended up.
I like jumped, or I like left out of the canoe.
Oh my gosh, neither one of us fell in.
Canoeing 101. You paddle very hard till your canoe goes up on the bank. First person gets out and
I
then
don't
pulls
think there was a way it could have. It was like a
sideways.
yeah. There was no like ramp. It was like this.
The ground didn't slope at all.
No.
And Jess, you. Sorry, you were holding. You went to hold it for me, and when I started to get out, you went down and almost hurt.
Yes, I knew there was a funny part of us getting out. Yeah, I'm like trying to hold it for her because I'm thinking, oh, well, I'm out now, so I can hold it. I can be the person that holds it. Well, when she gets out, it like goes down. If only I was vlogging during all of this.
You would have lost the camera.
Yeah, it's true.
You would have lost the camera.
It was true. So we finally got out, and of course, like, we had to tell the story to everyone. And we have the pictures of and I'm sure I posted.
She calls me laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh.
Can't even breathe. It's one of those like.
I don't remember calling you.
Oh, it was.
Remember somehow at one of the events after the story became that we were the ones that fell in.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
We did not fall in. It's a miracle.
You might as well have, but
but we did it, and we didn't even have wet shoes. But
our
yeah,
socks were dirty.
but our shoes were dry. So I don't know. Maybe that was a good idea. I don't know, but it was hilarious. I mean, and it's so funny that we even have the pictures because she's taking like pictures and stuff. And
yeah, pictures were before the craziness.
But you can see that we're pretty close to that bank. Oh my gosh.
You've already seen the pictures. We actually have copies of them hanging up in our laundry room.
Yes.
So she can go in there.
Jen gave me those, and they make me smile every time I see them. So
that became our picture when they found out leaving. That was our picture.
Yes, because we always said, like, if we're ever sad, then we'll just look at this picture and then we'll laugh, and it's true because it was like a hilarious moment. So yeah, we're not the best canoers. We're not outdoorsy kind of girls, but it was a lot of fun.
I wish we would have had a video.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
that would have been so funny. But it was, I mean, it was scary at first, and then then it was funny after we knew we were gonna be okay. But I remember like coming at those branches, like, oh my God, thank God there was a bank, or we'd have just kept on going. I mean, oh my gosh, that was crazy, so crazy. So there's our funny canoe story.
Okay, it was on in my live chat last night. That's why I asked her if she wanted to get canoe lessons.
Yes, I know. I can't believe we haven't talked about that story before, and all the times we've done videos. Yeah, that was
now
a
you
classic.
have it.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Inside joke.
Yeah. So canoes, we need to never do that again. Actually, it would be hilarious to do it again. But okay, so this video is getting long.
So we'll wrap it up.
will wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up.
Leave us a comment down below.
Please subscribe if you're new. We post videos every single day, but it goes up at different times. So you definitely want to subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications when the videos come up. And we will see you guys all next time.
Have a great week, everybody, and get in the canoe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.